Madu, football player and a Teqball player.
My name is Osas Okoro, current Rangers player, Rangers international player.
Yeah, Teqball is a game that is very interesting to play, and it's all about being skillful. Like you need to be a player that has skills that can play it, and it's a way to improve your mental strength, because it's all about the game you play with all your mind, the whole body. So it's a game I love to play.
Actually, I've watched so many stars play, and I think I love it. So I want to. I think it's my first time of playing it. I would love to join because of those other guys I used to see.
Yeah, it's the first time I'm playing it, but it's I followed the game online. I've seen a couple of big players, professional stars that play the game, and that's why I think I love to play it. I want to play because stars play the game.
Not really. Not only players that are retired that do play that. I've seen Neymar and some other current players play. So it's not only retired players that do play. So probably for now I'm still playing, and I'm playing this.
Yeah, I've watched. I've seen Madu play the game. So I think I want to be like him because he plays ball. He plays the game so good.
I think it's all about technique. So you have to technique, concentration, and so many others. And I think I have those qualities. So that's why I'm joining. Yeah, for sure. The word is called. I know about that.
So what's your message?
Okay, I'm the chairman, Enugu State Teqball Association, and we are so happy that the game we love is here in the Southeast, and we've gathered momentum. We've been able to hit the ground running. Okay, thank you. Administration is at the forefront of every organization. Teqball, to the glory of God, is a game where you don't need to have 30 players. And we know we have companies who will be eager to partner with us. We know we have individuals who will be eager to partner with us. I think that the most important thing is having a transparent board. I think the most important thing is trying to find a perfect structure for what you want to do, and you have that already on ground. The perfect structure is already on ground. And from time to time, we should be accountable to not only the press, but to everybody interested in Teqball. If that is so, it would mean that when sponsorship deals come, it should be made known to the public. As we are doing this now, the federation, they know that this is happening in Enugu, and that is how it should be. Talking about sustainability is the objective really. We've thought about it, we've thought about how we will be able to sustain this, and we put a step ahead. Yesterday the secretary promised he was going to send us an additional board. The Hungarian embassy in Nigeria, they send this across to the federation, and they have a way of sending down to state associations. So sustainability will not be an issue because the structure is already on ground. And like I said, fine, we need capital, we need the resources, but we have to also maximize whatever resources we have. We have to make sure we stretch beyond the limit, and like you know, the world is curved. We must continue to ensure that our resources curve up. They continue to move up, and you can see Chibuzor Madu beside me. He has played this game in a couple of days. He has followed the game, and officially he is one player we would like to use as a test run for this game. He is the face of Teqball in Enugu, and in the coming days we will start meeting companies, we will start seeking out adverts, we look for advert placements for him, we see how we can get him on company products and get also financial remunerations from there to keep the game going.
I recognize the chairman of the association, Teqball Association in Enugu State. Why we are here today is to introduce this very new game that came into the country in the year 2012. And today, Enugu has accepted to introduce this game in the state by inaugurating the association and members of the association today, and also unveil the game itself. And that is why we're here. We thank the Honorable Minister for Youth and Sports. We thank the President of the Association and the Secretary for deeming it wise, knowing fully well that Enugu is a place that sports development is very, very important. And that Enugu, when you talk about Enugu State in Nigeria, you talk about sports. And this is, like the chairman said, this is a sports that helps to showcase the skill, the talents, the skill of those that has interest in football. So we are here today to unveil the sports, and I call on all sports loving people from Enugu State to leverage on this opportunity. It is new in the state. Already we have professionals that are trained for it already from Enugu, both in the area of coaching and referee, which the Enugu State sponsored them the other time for the training. And they just come back for the training, and today we are to unveil the sports itself. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you.
So in a few moments' time we are going to have our Stars game. But firstly, we are going to see some freestyling from Sean Garnier.
Personally, Teqball, I've been following Teqball since 2018, and that was when the Hungarian embassy first introduced it in Abuja. It came courtesy of the owner of Dreamland Football Academy, Andodie. Two of his players later on went on 2019 to represent Nigeria in Teqball pitch competition in Sao, Cape Verde, and they came back second, winning silver in that competition. As a media person, I followed them, covered the event and the rest of them. And then there came at a time that a federation needed to be established in the country, and then FITEC had to, that's the Federation of International Teqball, had to write to ask him to facilitate the establishment of a Teqball in the country. And to the glory of God, the activities and processes took off. A president was appointed, that was Habu Gumel, and together they became the general secretary. They were putting structures in place. At the end of the day, early this year, Nigeria Teqball Federation was approved by the National Olympic Committee as a federation in the country. And after the approval was granted, and then Nigeria Tech established, the management and board of Nigeria Teqball Federation early last year, from 10th to 13th of April, organized a capacity training workshop for selected participants from across the country. 31 participants from over 25 states in the country were assembled in Abuja to be trained as coaches and referees. And at the end of the day, a lot of persons qualified in both categories as coaches and referees, while some states had one representatives, others two, but our chairman, Barrister Amobi, being a dynamic man, was able to have 4 persons from Enugu to take part in that competition, in that training. And at the end of the day, we have 2 coaches, including my sister here, my colleague here, and then 2 referees.
Alright, my name is Okoro. First of all, I have to appreciate the Enugu State government and the Teqball Association for Enugu State for giving us the privilege to go and enjoy ourselves, to know much about this Teqball. Teqball is enjoyable. Teqball is what we love. Teqball is what we want to see, play, and be more skillful. So with our experience and what we gathered from the training we went through, my plan as a female, I want to take it up, especially in this Enugu State. Find out what is happening without the female athletes. We are not being encouraged, but I want to show my talent with this sport, especially in the area of where female is. I want to use this opportunity to show the state government that female is very important in sports activities. We need them to promote us. We need them to give us that opportunity to showcase our talent. This state where I've watched the female players playing it. Very interesting, very lovely, very okay. And I wish the state, with the help of the board, will see how to support women to make this ball come faster in the state.
Nin explains the rules of Teqball. The object of the game is to score more points than your opponent. Teqball is a relatively new sport that's sometimes used as a training aid for professional soccer players and has become a professional sport in its own right. The game is played on a curved table similar to that of a table tennis table and measures 3 meters long and 1.7 meters wide. There is a net made of perspex that is 14 centimeters high, and the service lines are 2 meters away from the ends of the table. The ball is a standard size 5 soccer ball. To serve the ball, you must be behind the 2-meter service line and within the edges of the table. To put the ball in play, you can use any part of your body except your arms and hands. And you must strike the ball above the playing surface. Hitting the nets during a serve is not allowed. The idea is to hit the ball onto your opponent's side of the table, and your opponent must play the ball back to your side of the table within 1 bounce of the ball. Failure to do this results in a point being awarded to your opponent. Just like in volleyball, you are allowed a maximum of 3 touches to play the ball back to your opponent. You don't have to use all 3 touches, but if you touch the ball more than 3 times, your opponent is awarded a point. This results in players trying to make the ball difficult to return so that their opponent cannot play it back successfully. This is known as a rally. So it's basically a combination of volleyball, table tennis and soccer then. Basically, yeah. But here's where it gets difficult. You are not allowed to use the same body part to touch the ball twice in a row. And you cannot return the ball to your opponent using the same body part twice in a row either. Doing this results in your opponents being awarded a point. Therefore, players have to be equally skilled with all of their limbs. Once a point is won, the process repeats itself and the service alternates between the players or teams after every